Okay, let's make some bricks. So how we're gonna do that, to start off, each brick is gonna be 3 inches tall and 6 inches wide. So what I'm gonna do is I'll start marking off just the same way we do the grids. I'm gonna mark it now every 6 inches. So at the 6, at the 12, and then the 6 is right there. And I'm only gonna do that at the top, so not exactly how we do the grid, so you're just gonna mark that on the top, so those 2 marks. All right, now for the sides. I'm gonna line it up, and I'm going to mark it every 3 inches. So at the 3, at the 6, at the 9, and we don't need to do one there. And you're gonna do it also on the other side. So just to repeat that, I'm gonna mark it every 3 inches on both the short sides, but you're only gonna mark it at the 6 and the 12 on the top side. So the bottom side is not going to have any marks yet. So 3, 6, 9, and then we don't do the bottom one. Okay, so now that I have that measured, we're going to do a horizontal line. Now, we do need to make a line that's going from this mark to this mark. Obviously, our rulers are not wide enough. So what I am going to do is I'm going to just kind of point this ruler towards here, like I'm eyeballing it. Where do I think that it would end up here? Also, I'm making sure that the ruler is parallel to the top of the paper. So I think it's about right here. And what I'm gonna do is go lightly, and it'll be behind the tag, stop there, and then I'll make a little mark here. Now I'm gonna connect it from this one to this one, this little mark I made where it was going. And since our line for our brick is going behind our tag, no one will notice like if it's a little bit off. If there was no tag here, it might be kind of noticeable. So again, I'm going to line this up on my mark, point it towards here, then I'll mark it from here to here and stop on my tag. Then I'm gonna come over to the other side, make sure this is pointing towards here and also is parallel to the top and bottom of the paper, and then I can go from here to here. One more time. This one looks like I might be jumping over a little bit of it. We'll see. So I'm making sure that this is pointing to this. I have them lined up. I'm gonna stop when I get on the tag. I'm gonna make a little mark on this because I know I'm going to align this one, this mark I just made with this one. Okay, so those are for our horizontal stripes. Now, for the vertical stripes, we're gonna start, and I'm just doing this up and down. You can make sure it's touching there. Just make sure that it's straight, parallel to the sides of the paper. And I want you to do these nice and lightly because we might be erasing them. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. But it's always better to do light when you're not sure. Okay, so I did that one there. Now I will do this one here. And we have 3 bricks. Okay, so each of our bricks, we said they were 6 inches. 6 inches wide. So the next bricks have to go halfway in between them. If you look around, like on the walls around this room, for example, the bricks are not all just on top of each other because that wouldn't structurally be very strong. So they're off by like half each row. So the first row and the third row will be the same. The second row and the fourth row will be the same. Okay, I'm gonna mark it halfway across the 6, so that would be the 3. And you can do this at the top and the bottom if you want, or just the top. I'm doing the 3, I'm making a little mark here. And then that 3 would be not showing, so I will mark it here. Now we're not going to be drawing lines on our top row. These are just reference points. Now we're doing our lines on our second row. Oh, and I can actually mark it at the 3 right here to know that this line is going to be right in the middle of this brick. I can erase those marks after we're done with it. So this one, we marked the 3 right here. So I'm going to just draw it right down to my tag. Oh, on the wrong one. Okay, so what I just told you not to do. That's okay, that's why we're doing this in pencil. Okay, so the mark was right here. And it would go down, we wouldn't even see it. Okay, so this line is right behind there. But this one we will see. We marked the 3 here. We'll draw this line right here. And our second row is done. Okay, once you have 2 rows done, we don't need to measure anymore, because what you're gonna do is the lines on the top are gonna be the same as the third. So row 1 and 3 are the same, and then 2 and 4 are the same. So for my third row, I'm gonna line it up, straight up and down, parallel to the side of my paper. There's a line here, so I know on this third row, I'm gonna draw a line here. So this one right here, on this third row, there will be a line right here, but it's behind my tag, so I don't have to worry about it. And that's the end of the third row. Now the bottom row. So the second and the bottom, the fourth, are going to be the same. So I'm gonna line it up with this line, parallel to the side, draw one there. I can still see where my 3 was right up here, where I marked it with the 3. So that one would have been right here, but we don't see it, but we will see it at the bottom. There, second and fourth, so here and here. And that is how we draw our brick. After you get your brick drawn, then you can continue to the coloring of the brick part of the video, or the next video.